Greetings everybody, it's Nazir Rao here once again, and as promised, I'm going to break down more information about this food of the gods. It is extremely powerful. But before I go ahead and just spill all the beans on what exactly this mysterious and powerful substance is, I'm going to break down some of the benefits that it gives to your body. You may wonder why it got such a vainglorious name, why food of the gods. Well, by the time you finish this YouTube clip, you're going to see clearly why the gods eat this food and why it is called the food of the gods, why our ancestors referred to it as food of the gods. First of all, it's going to balance your hormones. And those of you know, your hormones are all associated with your chakras. These stressful lives that we live, not getting enough sleep, the demands that are placed on our body, as well as all the food additives and artificial flavor, artificial color, spice. They got this an ingredient just called spice. They never say what it is. It's just spice. It's because they're trying to hide the fact that it's monosodium glutamate. It is MSG. So all of these things are cleverly placed into the food. The food is basically garbage, junk for your body, and toxins. So we need to tap into this food of the gods to help replenish and nourish our endocrine system, which is our systems of glands. So this is going to stimulate your hypothalamus gland. It's going to stimulate your pituitary gland, as well as the master gland, the pineal gland. And all of these control all your other glands down to your adrenals, your thyroid, pancreas, ovarian, and testicular glands. It's very powerful. Provides the body, and it works actually as an adaptogen. So it works differently for everybody. It adapts itself to what your body needs. If you're a person who is deficient in, say, estrogen, it's going to help boost your estrogen if you're a woman. Whatever it is, it's going to balance everything out. Now, when you deal with your endocrine system, it's going to help you with your moods. Hormones regulate your moods. So your mood swings, being grumpy, being irritable, it's going to knock all of that out. It's going to help with your growth factor of your hair, skin, nails. All of these things will be taken to an entirely different level. Not to mention dispelling many diseases like cancer and depression. Depression is one of the first things people say when they start taking this superfood. They say, things that bother me don't bother me anymore. I'm no longer feeling down and blue and gloomy and pessimistic about life. And God knows we need it in the conscious community, because some of y'all out there, only thing you do is complain. You seem like the little puppet off of Sesame Street, that living in a garbage can called the Grouch. Everything is gloomy and dirty, and he lives in a trash can because that's symbolic of his mentality. Get out the trash can and get into your mansion by intaking and ingesting the food of the gods. If you call yourself a god, if you call yourself a goddess, you're divine, then you need to eat divine food of the gods. Not only does it balance your endocrine system, it's going to take your immune system to a whole different level, because it is also a powerful antioxidant. It dwarfs all of your, they say blueberries, green tea, orange juice, red wine. This superfood, food of the gods, is going to dwarf all of that. And it's basically 10 to 15 times more potent than your green teas, which is always talked about as having so many antioxidant properties. Well, we take it to a whole different level. How about it's 15 times more powerful than the most strongest green tea, the Empress green tea, which I used to drink until I got on the food of the gods. The analysis of this particular substance has shown it to be the most complex food on the planet. It is the most complex substance on the planet. It's so complex they're still trying to figure out all of the ways that these bonds are amazingly connected, and all the ways that it benefits the body. It has anandamide. Anandamide, see, this is why we got to get into studying. Anandamide is a chemical responsible for bliss. Why do they call it anandamide? Well, go back to your studies of Buddhism and you will find out that Ananda was the chief attendant of Buddha. Her name was Ananda. So they know what they're doing when they name these particular foods. They know that these are the foods of the gods. Serotonin. Serotonin, and just in case I didn't mention, anandamide is going to give you euphoria, a feeling of bliss, and it's all legal and all natural, and it's healthy. Okay, you're going to have the serotonin, which is what wakes you up in the morning. If you didn't have serotonin, you would not wake up from sleep. Okay, serotonin is activated through your pineal gland. When the light hits the retina of your eyes, it stimulates the pineal gland. The pineal gland secretes the serotonin. However, you need precursors and materials for your body to even produce the serotonin. Well, this gives you the chemical precursors to serotonin, as well as dopamine. You ever hear somebody say, "Oh, you smoking that dope," or "This is dope"? Dope when the reason why that whole slang about something being dope, it comes back from the drug dope, but really it goes into dopamine, which is a neurotransmitter that boosts your motivation, and it's also going to give you more vivid dreams. Okay, and they say life is but a dream. So it goes on and on. Let's keep it moving. It's the highest source of magnesium and chromium of any food on the planet, hands down. Magnesium is the most deficient mineral in the average diet on the planet. Magnesium. Go ahead and pull out your multivitamin. I guarantee you it doesn't have enough magnesium. I guarantee you it never gives you enough chromium and magnesium. Go to your health food store and go to all of your top vitamins and minerals. You always see magnesium and chromium are always deficient, as well as your calcium. You never get enough. They never put enough of those in there because the pill would be so big you have to take so much. However, this substance has the highest amount of magnesium and chromium on the planet. In my first video, I told you the significance of the magnesium. We like to talk about Kemet and ancient Egypt, should I say, the Olmecs and Aztecs. We talk about ancient India, all of these particular, these civilizations that had this super technology. That's nothing. This food of the gods goes back to Atlantis. It goes back to Atlantis. It goes back to the stars before there was even anybody on the earth. It was brought here by the star people. This food of the gods, as we wrap it up, will help to remove a multitude of impurities in your body and renew your cellular strength and your cellular integrity. Well, how does it do that, Nazir? Well, this is because it is very high in your nucleic acids. Your nucleic acids are your deoxyribonucleic acids and your ribonucleic acids, also known as RNA and DNA. It is the amino acids that build your DNA, which governs your entire blueprint for your body. Remember at the beginning I said I was all into life extension and immortality and the fountain of youth information. I studied that for about a year straight. This substance will actually stop the aging process. If you can consistently get high quality source of this food of the gods, it will actually stop the aging process or slow it down very much. Because what we are is simply the replication of cells. Our physical body is just cells copying itself. You take a piece of paper and copy it over and over again 100 times, you may not see too much of a difference. Copy it 10 billion times, and the small errors will become exponential and grow into huge blotches and problems on that sheet of paper. Well, it's the same thing with your cells and how DNA replicates. Errors crop up because of cell phone usage, additives in our food, oxidation. However, this substance is high in nucleic acids because it's one of the first, a component of one of the first organisms to exist on this planet. Okay, I'll give you a little clue. It existed about 540 million years ago. It was around that long, 540 million years ago on that planet. And that is just one aspect of the food of the gods. So it's going to influence DNA repair. It's going to influence a detoxification in your body. And it's going to give you powerful, potent protection from free radicals. It's going to also influence how your genes express themselves. If you only knew how powerful that is. This is scientists telling you this. It influences how your genes express themselves. All that is talking about DNA ascension. DNA ascension is going to reduce your body fat. It's a potent chelator, meaning that it binds to all of the heavy metals and escorts them out your body. Heavy metals such as lead, You have other ones such as arsenic, all of the garbage in our water, all the garbage in our air. It's going to detoxify your body. And of course, we have the chemtrails. We hear a lot about chemtrails. You can Google it yourself. And people, you know, running scared about chemtrails. Oh God, they're spraying. I'm like, whatever. Because I eat the food of the gods. Myself, Okiba Ra, my family, we ingest food of the gods. So we're not worried about chemtrails. We're not worried about all the foolishness because we are on the frequency. So I encourage you to tune in to the next video. We're going to unveil this thing big. We're going to let everybody know that we don't need to fear this environment. We are here to master this environment. We are the gods. We are the children of the divine ones who came from the stars. And they are now passing down to us all of their treasures, all of their knowledge, all of the things that, you know, that we are to inherit as we do with our children. So we thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you got a lot from this video. Tune in for the next video. We're going to unveil the food of the gods in a powerful, powerful way. Okiba Ra, myself. Thank you so much. Peace and blessings.